What? Mizzy World Entertainment is back to present episode 11 of Mizzy Sports NBA, hosted by yours truly and my big bro, Raw Dog. What's the deal, bro?
Ready to get it in, man.
Episode 11, man.
Yeah.
Let's dive right into it. Rostradamus, you feel what I'm saying with the predictions out here.
Right.
What was your take from Game 7 of Bucks Celtics, and what was your overall take from that series?
That Bucks Celtics, man, it was a hell of a game until the end of the game when it became a blowout.
Right.
I can't say I wasn't surprised that they lost the way they did, but I feel like Giannis, man, he really gave his all, man, like he always do, man. And you can see in his face, he looked defeated. But to be honest with you, bro, I feel like they fought, but I was surprised by the margin.
Right.
I was surprised by the margin.
Me as well. But then again, at the same token, I kind of wasn't, because that's what happened the previous game, is that the threes got out of hand, and we knew that if Bobby, Connaughton, and them couldn't consistently hit threes, that 9 times out of 10 it might get out of hand, and then you had Giannis missing some of his easy layups that he usually makes towards down the end of the stretch, so got out of hand. But for the series, for me, it was refreshing to see high level competition, nobody backing down. It took 6 and 7 for one team that actually win consecutive games. You feel what I'm saying? It was back to back up until that point, and it took Boston to win the last 2 games to come back and win. It was an amazing series to me.
I'm noticing that these series are a lot more chippy than they've been last. Like, he was ready to fight every night, man.
Yeah. It's a lot more physical as well.
Yeah.
That's another one that I wanted to take away from there. Giannis, of course, gave his all, and he looked exhausted. I feel like that was probably a factor in his Game 7 performance. Like, kind of towards the end, was just complete and utter exhaustion. You feel what I'm saying? Let's move on to the beatdown, man. The epic beatdown. What's your take on Mavs, Suns, and Phoenix lack of performance in their home, on their home floor?
Luka was on some, I don't give a fuck where we play at. I'm coming to dominate. I'm coming out there, and I'm saying, like I said before, I take blood. It's over tonight. You look at Chris Paul. He flew in Lil Wayne. They I just found out they close as shit. He flew him out because he said he feel comfortable when he's playing, like when Lil Wayne is there. But that shit,
my goodness,
Lil Wayne, that didn't help, bro.
That's terrible.
That's what he said there. He said
that's
like
terrible.
For
them to lose like that, and that's why he brought Wayne there. I didn't know that either.
That they were that close. You know what I'm saying? I just found out today they're talking about it on
Good Jim.
Yeah, on Undisputed. So they was like, yeah, like, you know, they real close. He flew him out. He feels comfortable when he's there. So I think that's what led to the whole beef between him and Mark Cuban, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, you know, I was surprised by the margin, bro. By that margin surprised me. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, of course, that was just unacceptable, embarrassing. Every word you can throw out there to describe that. Down 55 at one point, man, on your home court. Even to chime off what you said, of course, we expected Luka to come out be great, but that's what the Suns expect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying? So you got to make it a game. You got to compete. You got to go out there. You got to make it tougher. And they didn't. They folded. You feel what I'm saying? They cracked under pressure, so they bursted. So yeah, that was terrible. So to even go even more in depth on that, with that being the 5th series that Chris Paul has lost while he was up 2-0. Last one was the NBA Finals last year against the Milwaukee Bucks. How does that affect Chris Paul's overall legacy? And I want to ask you this question, since we spoke on a debate earlier in the year. Is Chris Paul maybe sometimes not overhyped, but overloved? You get what I'm saying? Overloved.
I don't think there's no such thing as him being overloved. I feel like the one thing you hear, I mean, you know, the rumors are that he's snitching, he's like straight square. But then when you hear his teammates talk about him, talk about how unselfish he is, how he invite people to his house, how he do it like he wants to constantly work. How could you not love a professional?
Right.
How could you not love somebody to take the craft as serious? So I don't think there's ever enough love you can give to somebody for being who they are. Like, this is just who I am. You don't try to he ain't riding his car, making Instagram videos, rapping, you know what I'm saying, talking about weed, none of that shit. Which, you know what I'm saying, I like all that shit. But I mean, he's being himself. He's never tried to be something he's not. Right. So I don't think it is ever overloved, no.
Well, do you think he doesn't get the same critiques or the same scrutiny that other superstars get?
Well, he's definitely getting it now from Pat Bev. But I think that because of the way he is, he's not going to get that scrutiny. Because you look at the scrutiny, the majority of it comes from the media. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. course.
So they look at him as an equal, like he's one of us.
Mm-hmm.
He's street clean cut, so let's just lay easy off him. So I think that that's why he doesn't get as much as everybody else get.
I can understand that, but at the same token, you look at someone like Steph, he's also like that. But say he doesn't perform in a game, you feel what I'm saying? People are he's just a front runner, this, that, and the third. You get what I'm saying? So people just be quick to bash and belittle his accomplishments or this, that, and the third whenever he has maybe a slight of a game, although the series may pan out to be amazing, which it usually does.
But I get that, but at the same time, I think a lot of them same people, they look at Steph and them and that, like when they do their warm ups, they dancing, they partying, he doing trick shots and all this shit, the stuff that they kind of hate a little bit.
Right.
They show off,
showboating.
So it's like
to them,
like, all right, this is what we're gonna get him at. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't out here, he got a drawing where he come down the court, he threw the ball up in the air, it bounced and it goes in like every time. You know what I'm saying? And when he make it, they all run around the court celebrating. I think that's what they don't like about them. They're looking at like, this ain't the Harlem Globetrotters, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they be mad. So I think that's why it's the difference between Steph and Chris Paul with the criticism.
Okay, that's understandable. That's one part about what Pat Bev did say in his rant about Chris Paul that I did agree with. That I feel like when people say he deserves a ring, it is a thing where you do have to go out there, you have to earn it. And if you're talking about deserving, we could go on and on about the people that are great men overall on and off the court in the NBA, exactly, that deserve rings. You get what I'm saying? But let's chime in a little bit more about the Pat Bev versus CP3 situation, because he went a lot more in depth besides saying why does he deserve a ring more than other superstars. Like he going in saying he players around the league call him a cone, he can't guard anybody, this, that, and the third. What's your opinion on that?
I think Pat Bev need to shut the fuck up. My thing is, and I have a problem with Pat Bev. I like the way he chirpy during the game. You know what I'm saying? That keeps it interesting. But it's like, for you to say Chris Paul, we go to State 44 tonight before half and wine. You don't worry about no Chris Paul. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, man.
Right.
Especially not with him leading the team to the playoff the way he did on every team he been on.
Exactly.
You know, David had better record.
Like they weren't just the number one team in the league.
So I don't buy that from Pat Bev. I think it's something more personal between them two. And if you look back on their past like controversy, that time he ran behind Chris Paul, and he could have broke that man's neck when he pushed him in the back. So it's like it's personal between them. So I don't pay nothing to Pat Bev say, man. He sound like a hater to me. And neither one of them got no fucking rings, so what the fuck are we talking about?
Facts. In my opinion, I felt like he was just going out of his way to be the super hot take dude, which I feel like a lot of people are trying to be without being genuine. I didn't take it as being genuine. I don't think people around the league call him a cone at all. I just thought it was Pat Bev being like how Pat Bev is probably on the court. He exaggerates things. He talks trash. You get what I'm saying? He's just being who he is, just on ESPN. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm glad CP didn't chime in, and I'm glad that it was more so other players around the league that chimed in about how people were going at Pat Bev and how you're not this defender, like he's not this defender that he thinks he is. You get what I'm saying? So I mean, it's always good to have a little controversy out there and a little fun rivalry, as long as it doesn't get like too personal. You get what I'm saying? As long as it stays professional. But let's move on to the teams that are still in it, man. Starting off, what a show about our Warriors last night. What do you see from this series? Of course, I mean, the Mavs went down 0-2 last series and came back and won. So what's your opinion? What do you see from Mavs Warriors?
That's not going to happen. They're not going to come back from that 0-2. Even if they get down 0-2, they're not going to come back from that. I like the series so far. I mean, it's like a shootout. What I expected. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, though, I don't see the series going more than 6 games.
Okay.
Just keep it real. I don't see them being able to keep up with Steph Curry. They just can't do it. Even if Luka, he's going to have his good game where he can play great. They don't have enough, man. In my opinion, I don't see the series going more than 6 games.
Completely agree. When I look at this series, it's just a difference between like how the Warriors play basketball compared to everybody else in the league. When you look at the man movement, the ball movement, Steph Curry, Draymond, Clay, then you got Wiggins out there doing this thing. You got Poole coming off the bench. Their attack is just so much different and versatile than the pick and roll offense that the majority of the league runs. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where I think it's going to differentiate from with the Mavs, is that it's going to be a constant chess match that they're going to have to figure out who to stop with the Warriors. And it's just too many holes to plug. You get what I'm saying? It's too many holes to plug, and I don't think they have the offensive firepower, like you said, to keep up with them. I see it going 6 games, like you said, tops 6 games because of Luka's greatness, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 5. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep. I'd be surprised at that, but yeah, I see it going 5 or 6 games. Warriors are too deep, too seasoned. They're a totally different team than than that Phoenix Suns
Playoff
team.
experience like a motherfucker, man.
Totally different beast than that Phoenix Suns team. You dig what I'm saying? Dang, you got both of the finals teams that everybody swore was going to have a rematch this year. Bye bye.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man. At least the Bucks went out a little with a little fire, man. I feel like the Suns flamed out. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to the other matchup, the Eastern Conference Finals, Heat versus Celtics. Congratulations on your prediction of the Miami Heat. What a second half, specifically third quarter, held the Boston Celtics to like 2 points halfway through the third quarter. What do you see from this series so far? I'm pretty sure you're still sticking with your Heat. How many games?
Um, I got it in 6, man. I'll bring it down. I can't remember what I said before. I'm gonna say 6. To be honest with you, bro, the series, when I knew Marcus Smart was out and I knew Tatum was out, I said it's gonna be an issue. You know what I mean?
Horford.
Horford out. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Horford out. I knew it was gonna be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize how important Horford is to that team. Everybody know how important Marcus Smart is.
Right.
Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? But it. I hope they come back, man. Because if not, it's not going to even be a series, man. They need them back before they make it a series. Can you imagine the sweep, bro?
No, I couldn't, man.
Right.
I don't see that at all. I feel like I still see it 6 Celtics. I feel like that third quarter was just an avalanche. You feel what I'm saying? And it was Miami. They had to punch back. They were a lot fresher. Boston started going out there committing turnover left after right. They just have to stay out of that realm. You've seen that they can kind of attack this defense. They have the ability to defend them. They just have to make sure they stay in the half court offense. So yeah, man, I see it going 6 for the Celtics. But that was just, to me, Jimmy Butler coming out and making a statement. But that's also like we've seen with Tatum so far throughout his entire career, he's not going to back down from a challenge. I mean, although the one challenge he was not able to overcome was Jimmy Butler 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. Yeah, man. Anything else before we get out of here?
Oh man, just enjoy these games. Comment.
Yes, sir.
Y'all never comment.
Oh yeah. They be in there getting the comments going and getting the debates going. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, let us know what y'all think, man. Who do y'all got? Heat versus Celtics. Who y'all got? Mavs versus Warriors. Do y'all see the Celtics coming back? I got the Celtics coming back, winning tonight. This is Thursday night, so I got them winning game 2 this Thursday night. Yeah, man. Let us know what y'all think. Episode 11, Mizzy Sports NBA, Mizzy World ENT, Raw 810, gang.